Hello. Welcome back to Love from Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo. This is the Sagittarius and Aries relationship. So we're going to look at what happened in the past, what's happening right now whenever you're watching this video, and then we're going to segue into the future, and we're going to see like what the energies are suggesting that you guys do. Obviously, it's your prerogative, it's your life. If you feel like this resonates, this is for you. If not, then this is not the video for you. I have a playlist on future of relationships if you want to check that out. Keep in mind, this is not just for love. It can be, but however it resonates for you, if you have like a platonic relationship with one of these people, or if this is a friendship, a business, a child, it just depends on like how it is for you, okay? So let's look into this. It's for any placement, okay? So just however it resonates for you. Let's talk about the dynamics of Sagittarius and Aries. So being that you guys are both fire signs, this can be pretty fiery, okay? Like, obviously, this is a very fiery type of situation. Sagittarius is mutable fire, meaning that they are a little bit more flexible with how they express themselves and what they intuitively feel and how they express that intuitive nature. Now, Aries is cardinal, so they are constantly initiating new ways of feeling and expressing themselves. So I would say within this relationship, I would have to say that Aries is probably the one who's a little bit more sporadic than, Sagittarius, but it totally depends on the situation for you all. Now, we got the waiting game. So I definitely feel like you guys have been wanting to get together or wanting to connect in some type of way. And there's been a lot of blockages, limitations, whether this is implied by you two specifically, or like maybe one person or both of you guys can never be on the same page at the same time. It's definitely like a situation where you guys are running circles, literally with the rings here. These rings, I believe, represent Saturn. You know how Saturn's rings are. And Saturn takes about 7 years for things to completely, come full circle. So some of you guys may have been in a situation for 7 years. Some of you guys have to wait 7 years until, things actually come into fruition. But what I really like about this card, it seems like, well, if you look here, let me just show you. There is roots that are taking place, and there's also trees and what's the word I'm trying to look for? There's growth. There is prosperity with this relationship. It's just going to take some time. So take that as you may. Now let's just jump in to the situation. So in your past, on Sag side, we have the Lovers card. So they were definitely in for this situation. They wanted this. 7 of Wands. Internally, they were feeling like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to fight for this. I'm going to give it my all because I want this Aries. I definitely feel like there's a lot of romantic energy, but also just like this feeling of wanting to be close to or loved on by the Aries. The Sag was completely enthralled in that type of energy. And then for Aries in the past, we have 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't think that they were focused on this relationship. I kind of feel like they felt like it wasn't going to work, or it's something that just wasn't supposed to work with you guys. And then we have the Chariot. So it was almost like Aries felt like me and the Sag don't have enough in common, or we don't have enough to tie us together. It's almost like Aries just felt like there's no way that this is going to work. Like, there's nothing that this Sag can tell me that's going to make me feel like, yeah, let's give this a shot. So I feel like maybe this is why there's always this constant back and forth or trying to get on the same page. Aries is like not having it. But at the same time, I feel like Aries can be persuaded into being with this Sag. It's more so that the Aries feels like there is no connection. They're like, how are we supposed to mesh this together? Like, how are we supposed to make this work? We don't have anything in common, or maybe the way that you guys work together, they felt like it's not going to be conducive to a real, tangible, solid, concrete relationship. So it's understandable, If a person feels like that, it's like, what are you going to do? But at the same time, I feel like Sag was like, okay, you can say that, but I'm still going to go after you. I'm still going to keep trying, right? So let's see, what was causing the Sag to have this, like, fighter's energy towards Aries? With the 7 of Wands, it's like, Sag felt like they had to fight. They had to be courageous with this Aries. Maybe this Aries is really intense. Aries is ruled by Mars. And so a lot of Aries have a tendency to be a little bit more harsh with their words and how they communicate. But the beauty of this, I feel like Sag can handle it. Like they're not so easily hurt by words. You know what I'm saying? Because they're mutable. So it's like they're in and out. They're never really connected to, things like that. They don't hold grudges for the most part. And then we have 8 of Cups here. So the reason why Sag felt like they had to fight for this relationship is because with this 8 of Cups energy, it's like Sag felt like this was the person for them. Like, this is the path, this is the way that they're supposed to go. They felt like in their heart of hearts, this is the love for them. This is the path for them. This is destined for them. Now, how true is that? I'm not sure, but that's definitely what Sag felt. They're like, no, this is what I want. I've seen it in my dreams. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my spirit. I want this Aries. And then let's see what Aries had an issue with as far as with this Chariot energy. I just feel like they thought that there was no way that you guys could come together. But what was making Aries feel like that? Uh-oh. Okay, so Three of Cups, maybe either this Aries or the Sag, they felt like this is a third-party situation either happening, or maybe Aries was in a relationship. Yeah, especially with the Chariot. Maybe this Aries was in a relationship or something, and they were like, I can't leave my life just to be with you. Like, I do have fun with you, but it's just not going to work. Like, this is supposed to be fun, not serious. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Three of Cups, to me, I also feel like some of the Aries in the situation, they were afraid of love. Maybe afraid of really committing, experiencing love, because they just didn't want it to be something that they would regret in the future. But I do think for a lot of you, maybe this Aries was already in a relationship. But for some reason, Sag is like, I don't care. Like, I know, but I don't care. So let's see what... let's see who was in this third-party situation, because I do think for some of you that's what was happening. Okay, so we have Leo with this Sun energy here. Queen of Wands. Sun sign Leo. I'm going to have to say it's with Sag. Oh. Yeah. It's with Sag because Aries came out in reverse. So for a lot of you, it's probably the Sag who was in this, but for some of you, it could be Aries because it was right behind it. But I do feel like it's more so of the Sag, like saying, hey, let's try to commit. Let's do this. I want to be with you. And then Aries is like, you want to be with me, but you're still in a relationship. So it's like, what do you really want? Like, you really aren't saying, like, actions speak louder than words. That's what I feel like Aries was saying to Sag. Sag, what the hell? Leave it to a Sag to play games. I'm kidding. I love you guys, Sag. So let's move on into the future. I mean, not the future. What's happening right now for you guys? So for Sag, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So Sag is coming out of that mopey stage. I feel like Aries kind of put them on ice. They put them on the back burner. And Sag may have been in a situation where they were feeling a little annoyed by it. But at this time, I definitely feel like Sag is not even bothered by it. Ten of Wands, it's like they're either still getting some type of action from you, Aries. Like they're still having interactions. They're probably still having sex with you or something. Because Ten of Wands is all about action. And they don't have any emotional sadness. So I feel like they're still getting what they want out of the situation. Which is right up Sag's alley, honestly. And even here, this is the Sag card here. Wait, there we go. So it's like they're still getting something from you, or at least they're not mad because they know they're gonna do whatever it takes to get you. Because Ten of Wands is all about action, going towards something. And so with that being said, Aries right now, Nine of Wands, they're hesitating. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know which way to go. Five of Swords, there's something that they want to be exposed. There's something that needs to be talked about, but it's not being communicated. Now, let's just go ahead and see what that is. Because now I feel like Aries is getting to the point where they are being persuaded by this Sag. Because Sag is very, very strong in their energy during this time. It's almost like they knew what they were doing. They were like, okay, you can say all of that, but I'm going to get you at the end of the day. Which is very, very Sag-like. Let's see, Five of Swords. So what is it that Aries wants to... I feel like they want something to be cleared out, or they want something to be... I don't know what that word would be. Something needs to be cleared out, or there needs to be a clean slate for Aries. King of Swords. And then right behind that we have, hold on, Two of Cups. Okay, so they want Sag to be... They want them to either make a decision or be clear in what they want in love with this Two of Cups here. So it's almost like Aries does want to be with this Sag, but they feel like Sag isn't taking this serious. I almost feel like they feel like Sag is playing games. They feel like Sag is saying that they want something, but not showing the effort behind it. Or maybe they're showing action by, like, you know, showing up and being around this Aries. But when it comes to really making things official or clear, that's not happening. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So it's almost like Sag is just playing the field, or they come and go. For some of you, I feel like this Sag is the type of person where whenever they're free, they call you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they're just in their own situation. Hmm. Let's get little bit more clarity on why Sag is not feeling any sadness. Temperance and Four of Wands. Yeah. So they're patient because they know they're going to get to you, but also with this Four of Wands in reverse, Four of Swords, excuse me, in reverse. Aries, you are giving them what they need. Like, they're still satisfied with whatever you're still giving to them. So Aries, it's kind of like you're upset with Sag, but if you're giving them what they want and they're still there, then it's like, are you feeding the beast? Because that's what it seems like. It's like you're upset about Sag for not taking you serious, but you're not putting your foot down. You're not setting boundaries. And they're just being themselves. This is the Temperance card. This is Sag energy. It's like they're they're literally waiting on you. They're like, I know you're gonna, like, one day you're gonna turn around, or they almost know that, like, with you, all it takes is for them to say a certain thing or wait long enough, and then you'll fold. Which is very, like, I kind of feel like it's sinister, but at the same time, it's like you love that from them, or you don't mind that this is what you have to do. You can't resist them. Oh, so what way is, Sag coming up, and then we have, so Sag is, so Sag has the happiness card. So Sag is playing in the park. Like I said, I kind of feel like they're playing the field a little bit. I feel like they're just going along with their life. They don't see that this is hurting you because they haven't made a decision. They're like, what's wrong? Like, everything seems to be fine with me. I'm having fun. I'm still playing around. And I think it's because Aries, you're still giving them that option to do that. I also feel like Sag really does just feel happy with you, and they're showing up as themselves. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's like they're being so much of themselves, I can't even be mad at them. But the thing is, Aries, you're allowing them to do this. And then Aries, you're showing up as Mother of Air, so this is like Queen of Swords energy. So you're being very calculated. You're, like, not showing much emotion. I feel like you want to expand with this person creatively, or you want more from this person, but you're trying to play it cool. You don't want to show your emotions, but at the same time, you're still here. So it's like, yeah, you can pretend that you don't care, or you can pretend that this doesn't hurt you, but at the end of the day, what do you really feel, Aries? And for some of you, I just got the feeling that some of you are going to end up going off pretty soon, Aries. Like, you're going to get to that point where your Mars energy kicks in, and you're like, you know what, I'm sick of this. Like, you need to make a decision. Mother of Air is also very what's the word, strict when it comes to trying to install or give the feeling of fairness. Like, when you feel like something is unfair, you want justice for it. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like you're going to get to this point if you keep allowing the Sag to just keep playing with your heart, basically, or keep tagging you along and leading you on, and they're not really committing. And like I said, it's not their fault, only because this is just who they are. But you, as an Aries, you have to set your boundaries. Like, I really don't understand why that's an issue for you, unless you have, like, debilitating placements along with your Aries sun, because usually Aries are very good with setting boundaries, because they don't give a fuck about what anyone has to say. But I feel like with this Sag, maybe you've met your match. Maybe you've met someone who they're more flexible than you when it comes to their fire. So they don't they don't have that anger within them. They're ruled by Jupiter, so they're naturally always happy. They have this feeling of, not always, but they have this way of portraying one thing, which is happiness and, going towards bigger and better things. But with you, it's like, you're ruled by Mars, so you have this tendency to be like wars on your mind, or if you feel like something isn't aligning right, you're trying to figure out logically how to rectify it. You're trying to figure out why this person did you that way. Like, it's more fueled by fire, whereas Sag is just having fun. Like, you're over here like, this is my life, and Sag is like, yeah, but I'm just having fun. And so I think that's very frustrating for you as an Aries. And I think you should probably get a hold on that before things get worse than what they are. Now, I do want to see what's holding you back in this situation right now. 9 of Cups. You're not comfortable with the way things are. You're like, this is not what I want emotionally. I don't want to be your side piece. I don't want to be the second option. I don't want to be your second choice. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I'm tired of this ride. I'm tired of this roller coaster. I want to get off. I'm finished with this. I don't think there's anything more that I can add to this. And then right behind that, Knave of Wands in reverse. I think you feel like either you or this Sag, they're very immature. They don't know what they want, and you want something stable. And you're also starting to feel like this isn't you. Like, you feel almost embarrassed that you're allowing this to happen. And you feel like you went down the wrong road. This is you, Aries. This is the Fool card in reverse. So you're like, dang, which way did I go? And then now you're even starting to look, even if you're a male or a female, it doesn't matter. You're like, I need to start valuing myself as a whatever you are. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to realize this person doesn't care about me. This person isn't showing me the type of love that I want. So with that being said, what do you guys, okay, let's do it separately. Sag, what do they need to do in this situation? Ace of Pentacles. So I think Sag is either encouraged to go on the path that they feel is right for them, but I also feel like they are already just doing what they want to do. Maybe they need to focus more on their money, but at the same time, I just feel like they're doing what they want to do, and this is what this card is all about. Ace of Pentacles, going on the path that you choose, going on the right path. So maybe Sag does need to make a decision, but at the same time, everything looks good for them because Aries is letting this, be what it is. And so Sag is like, why would I change anything? I'm getting everything I want. I'm getting my cake and I'm eating it too. So that's honestly, that's just what it is for Sag. And then for Aries, what is the advice currently? 8 of Wands. So something bad is about to happen. Like I said, I feel like you're just going to explode pretty soon. So with this being said, I definitely feel like you as an Aries, you need to try to get out of that situation as fast as possible. Or at least go somewhere where you don't have to be heated, or don't do things that you feel like will piss you off. Like if they're a person who posts on social media and they like other people's pictures or something like that, just don't do anything that will piss you off, because I feel like you're kind of on like a ticking time bomb at this point. So I would say right now, as you're watching this reading, Aries, be very careful with your temper when it comes to the Sag, because they can get you into a lot of trouble, and it'll happen like this. It'll be so fast, you'll be like, why did I didn't even think, like, you're gonna be like shook. Okay, so just try your best to put yourself first and realize your value so that you don't make the wrong decisions. And I know that's harder than it it's easier said than done. Trust me, I'm a fire sign, so I get it. Okay, when you feel something, you just want to go and express whatever that feeling is, but you try to switch it back to something that's more suitable to you and your character. Don't step out of your character for the Sag, okay? Because they're not doing that for you, so you shouldn't do that for them. So going into your future, what is the outcome that could possibly be for this union? Sag, we have the Knight of Pentacles, so they're not changing their ways. They're just going to be coming back and forth. They're not really trying to be committed. And then Knight of Cups, they're being a player. This is my player card right here. And Knights in tarot, they come back and forth. There is no stable. They come back and forth. They go to war. They come back. You don't know what they were doing when they were gone. So this is literally the vibe that Sag is having. Sag is literally the horse. They are literally the, what is it called? Centaur or whatever. So they're like the human and horse. They're always on the go. Like, this person is literally just being themselves, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I kind of feel bad because I feel like, Aries, you knew this in the beginning. You were like, nah, this isn't going to work. This person doesn't know how to be committed to anyone. But somehow you got sucked into their little trap. And now you're having to regret it. Now, for Aries in the future, I am seeing the Star card. So I do think you're going to get your wish. I also think that you're going to find that whatever it is that you were looking for with this Sag, you may find it within yourself, because the Star card is also about finding your inner light, finding your own individuality that makes you unique so that you can do your own things moving forward. I kind of feel like this Sag has a way of making you reflect on yourself so that you can be a better you. So that's kind of a good thing, Internally, we do have the Four of Swords. So you're not going to be putting any action forth. You're really going to just be sitting and thinking and really trying to evaluate where you may have lost yourself or where you messed up. You know what I'm saying? But what I like about this combination, you're taking the time to really sit and meditate and figure out what you should do moving forward. So you really are being this like Queen of Swords energy. It's very stable though. I really like this for you, Aries. And I don't see this very often for Aries. So I do think you have a lot of air in your chart. Maybe you're like an Aquarius moon, Gemini moon, Libra moon, something. You have something that balances you out a little bit. Maybe even Earth in your chart. So yeah, I do like to see that for you, Aries. Let's see what you're going to be thinking about though, Aries. What are you going to be focusing on? Ooh. Five of Pentacles. So you're going to be thinking about what you need in your life, whether it's financial, whether it's like spiritually. You're like, what do I need? Why do I feel like I'm not fulfilled? And why do I try to go towards people to be fulfilled? And I think that's a very, very good place for you to be in, because then you'll stop attracting people like this Sag, who just wants to, yeah, you might be focusing on your money as well. But whatever it is that you're focusing on, this is what you should be focusing on in your future. You're moving away from this like love energy. You're like, no, I'm the prize. I'm the golden egg. So maybe I should focus on myself. And I can really admire that. I love that. I love that. You're focusing on you. Obviously, I would suggest that you guys not be together, Aries, especially if you feel like they've been draining you as of late. But let's just get some advice for Sag and then for Aries. So Sag, we have the 5 of Wands. So Sag is going to keep fighting and keep competing for whatever it is they feel like they deserve from you. Aries, what's your advice? All right, we got 2 cards. Okay. So 3 of Pentacles, this could be you need to focus on your job, focus on your career. 7 of Pentacles, work on yourself, work on your career. So I think you're really being guided to work on your financial side of yourself. All these Pentacles here, you probably, as soon as you start focusing on it, you'll probably see a huge influx in your material world, your career, all of that, because I feel like they distract you. The Sag doesn't add on to your life. So once you start to realize that you need to, focus on yourself and what you want out of life, you'll also start to attract people who match that frequency. So it's really just a matter of you realizing your own worth, Aries. And I'm sorry this is like dedicated to Aries, but it looks like Sag doesn't give a damn anyway. So with that being said, I hope that this resonated with y'all. I hope that, you realize what part you play. With that being said, I love you all so much. Please leave a thumbs up on this video. If you would like to see more tarot readings, I have a Patreon that you can sign up to. You can also get a private reading or personalized reading from me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to the channel. You can add me on both of my Instagram accounts. And with that being said, I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.